Spiritually Inspired is a sacred space for all people to explore issues of shared concern. Listen to consciously aligned guests and search for spiritual inspiration. Podcast hosts Ranee Siri and Jason Barniski, yoga teachers and authors, explore and find inspiration on the path to enlightenment.
Hi, welcome to Spiritually Inspired Podcast. This is Ranee Siri. So today I am flying solo here in the podcast because Jason Barniski is at the 10-day Vipassana silence in Joshua Tree. And I would like to share something, a section from my book, which called Sexy Equals Yoga. I share this in my episode of my journey. I think it's the third episode, but I actually have not shared any part of my book before, so I'm just gonna read it off of my book. And this section is called What's the Connection Between Spirituality and Sexuality? Well, as a Reiki master, I studied energy, and for some of you who may not be familiar with Reiki, it is energy healing similar to acupuncture, but without needles. So think of the spirit as the energy, and think of our body as the conduit through which that energy flows through. It's all swirled together. So sexuality and spirituality never to be separated. Since we cannot separate the body and the spirit, or we cannot separate sexuality and spirituality, how about looking to see what we can learn from fully integrating and celebrating the synergy between the two? So, to have the physical connection to someone with whom we also share a strong spiritual and emotional bond is an incredible feeling. And that's pure love. That's romance, passion, intimacy, ecstasy. And to love means to take risks. There is love all around. If you meet new people with an open heart and mind, instead of with fear, you are likely to have quite a different experience with them. So just because a past love hurt you doesn't mean the next one will. Walking through life with our hands held out in front of us, feeling for obstacles, means we will miss out on so much of the beauty of life. And let's face it, love is all we really want. Although we strive for the right clothes, the right hair, the right body, the right job, the right relationship, and whatever we really want is to know that someone loves us and that everything is going to be okay. And you know what? You are loved and you are okay right now. Everything else is an illusion. Worry, regret, and anxiety are all mental constructs that distract us. So as we relax and embrace our own okayness, we unlock our inner sexy. Our dreams surge back into our hearts, and our spirits are free to soar once again. Without so much energy tied up in our imagined neurals, we have the time and energy to re-engage with our purpose and, once again, make a difference in our world. You are an extraordinary. You have a purpose in this world. To hide behind fictional story that you are broken or incomplete is not it. The world needs you to claim your brilliance and share it. Claiming your inner sexy is the key to fulfilling your potential as a human being. It's the secret to making the impact on the world that you were meant to make. People who embrace their inner sexy hold the heart of the world. The purpose of this chapter of this book is to open your mind to new possibilities and greater personal awareness. Awareness is the key that allows you to stop automatically doing things that doesn't support your happiness. Love and happiness are separate, yet connected. Happiness is the feeling of peace and contentment in the present moment, of accepting life just as it is. Life is felt through this acceptance as well, accepting others just as they are and accepting yourself for exactly who you are. It is in this place of just being that we can tap into the energy of love and experience love in its pure form. Then we can come to realize that love is not something we feel, but something we are. We don't need to find love, only to be a divine expression of it. Our own happiness need never come from anyone or anything else outside of ourselves. So don't search for love, be love. I believe the sexy spirits are the people who are able to look within themselves to seek the truth about who they are. When a person becomes enlightened about their spirit, they begin to take on certain qualities that are attractive to others. Not only relationships, but also in business and in life. The people who are enlightened are the people who appear to have it all. They are open-hearted, seek truth, and strive towards personal growth. People who live with enlightenment are living a life that represents the best version of them. So, I want you to ask yourself this question. If you are living the life that represents the best version of you or not? Are you currently reaching your maximum potential? Well, if you're not, I can attest that these people do indeed exist and are thriving. So imagine for a moment that you have loving relationships and in the excellent health, experience prosperity and abundance, have a career that inspires others, and you make effort to give back to others. And you also understand the interconnection of life and honor that bond. And have the life that filled with magical moments. It seems too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, the good news is that everybody can have the life like that. And to manifest this life for yourself, you have to dig deep down and get in touch with your spirit and just trying to listen to what your spirit is telling you to do. Adjust your life and your circumstances so that you can follow the guidance that your spirit provides. Each of us has an inner light that can transform our life in such a way that we are allowing our own soul's highest version to become a reality. It is important to remember that life is a classroom and you are a student. You have two options. You can relish in the beauty of the lessons and learn them with ease and joy, or you can dread going to school each day and close your mind to anything new being taught. Only you can decide which type of student you are going to be. Albert Einstein once said, "A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new." I really like that quote. So people who have taken paths to become spiritually enlightened and better their lives, there is no one path that is correct for everyone. But however, most of these journeys have one thing in common. The very first step is start by bringing your life back into balance. Finding the perfect balance of the body, mind, and soul will assist you in uncovering your life's purpose. This journey can be difficult depending upon what you have to unravel in your life. But don't give up. It can be done, and you control the process. When you are cut off from your spirit, your life is out of balance. We all know someone who is cut off from their spirit. Their life is a string of struggles. They have a great deal of unhappiness, and they are often living with darkness, addictions, feelings of being run down, and feeling like they have nothing left to give. These people take no joy from life and seem to have no positive options. By discovering your inner self and who you truly are and aligning yourself with your unique purpose and mission in life, you will unleash your inner brilliance. There is truly nothing sexier than living every day with a passion and joy in your heart, knowing that you are following your life's purpose and doing exactly what you were meant to do. In doing this, you are showered with peace in your heart, no matter what life throws your way. Spirituality and sexiness are intertwined, or spirituality and sexuality, it's intertwined. When you get in touch with your spirituality, you cannot help but radiate the sexiness. And this part of sexiness is not about your physical appearance, but what you look like on the inside. Tapping into this inner beauty gives you the power to change your life for the better. By finding your spirit, you begin the process of polishing the diamond that lies within, so that all may see how brilliantly you shine. So that was about spirituality and sexuality. So the next is I'm going to talk about a conscious relationship. Once you are connected with your spirit and you become aligned with yourself, you have the self-love for yourself, and now you can then radiate and share it with another person. And now it brings us to this conscious relationship. So once you discover your inner brilliance and become a spiritual being, you will be ready for a true, long-lasting conscious love. A conscious relationship is the next level love, in my opinion. There are 4 components of conscious relationships. One in which both partners feel committed to a sense of purpose, and that purpose is growth. Individual growth and collective growth as a couple. There are many reasons why conscious relationships are more important, but first and foremost, conscious relationships are more viable in the long term. The reason that most relationships do not last is that both partners go into the relationship with a desire to fulfill their needs, rather than going into it with the desire to grow together. And let me tell you about the 4 qualities of the conscious couples. So the number 1 of the conscious couple is the conscious couple has a strong focus on growth. We are here on this earth to grow and evolve, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. When we stop doing so, we fail to achieve our life's purpose. And through growth, each member of a conscious couple is able to achieve their life purpose and sustain their relationship by experiencing the growth together. One of the main reasons we are failing at romantic love is because relationships today tend to stifle growth more than enhance it. The conscious couple values growth more than anything else. They both know that this is the secret to keeping the relationship alive. The second, a conscious couple quality is the conscious couple practices love. Love is a practice. As a member of a conscious couple, you are always looking to give love and improve your relationship. As a result, you are able to receive love from your partner. A conscious relationship and a conscious couple is committed to being the embodiment of love at all times. Relationships are a spiritual opportunity for personal evolution. There is no greater arena for discovering your capacity of love, forgiveness, compassion, personal greatness, and full self-expression. A conscious couple knows that love is a journey and an exploration and not a destination. Number 3, the 3 qualities of a conscious couples. The conscious couple practices radical honesty. Radical honesty can be intimidating. And let's face it, everyone is afraid of sharing their deepest, most intimate feelings and secrets. But when you do finally start to practice radical honesty, it is incredibly empowering. It is important to be completely honest about your feelings and fantasies and to never stifle your true self. While it is scary to share your true self, remember that eventually your true self will always come out. And if you have been pretending to be someone you're not, your relationship may suffer or even fall apart. But when you are brutally honest and reveal parts of yourself and let your partner do the same, it will lead to feeling known, seen, and truly understood. And it is a combination that will enhance your love. Number 4, each member of a conscious couple takes responsibility for their own baggage. What that means is that everyone goes into a relationship with baggage, with the past, relationship baggage, or even the trauma from the childhood. And it is up to us to not allow that baggage to come between ourselves and our partner. And for me, that baggage is my fear of abandonment. And for other people, maybe jealousy, fear of commitment, and fear of being rejected, or our other common problems that we tend to bring into a relationship these days. When you allow these issues to interfere in your relationship, just remember that it is your issue, not your partner's. And it is important in a conscious couple, in a conscious relationship, that you recognize your issues, and then you would work on eliminating them for the sake of yourself and your partner. And a conscious couple knows that by facing their belief systems and recognizing the dysfunctional patterns, they can evolve into a new relationship reality. And evolving into a conscious relationship is truly empowering. It is an amazing journey to take with another person, and it is one that I truly hope that everyone gets to experience. There is a quote that I really like in my book. It's a relationship quote. It said, "A great relationship is about 2 things: appreciating the similarities and respecting the differences." So I want to circling back a little bit about that you being triggered by your partner, or you may have the baggage that you carry in yourself, and maybe it gets triggered by another person that you're with, and that happens a lot. Even in my own experience, I used to get triggered all the time, and I just never understand why I cannot hold a relationship. Every 2 years, I will change a boyfriend, and until I realize that those things that I get triggered, it comes from my own self. And today, now, when I get triggered, what I do is I will really ask and dig deep into myself of why the things that another person said triggered me. What is it that it bothers me? And what I ask my partner to do is to hold space. So you can ask your partner to hold space and to allow you to dig deep into yourself, to look and see of what it is that you need to heal within yourself. And that circling back to the practices of meditation, the yoga practice, or any other practice, spiritual practice that really ground yourself and bring you back to your own self and connect to your true self. It's in that place that you're gonna be able to know what it is that you have been holding on to in your body and what it is that needs to be healed. So this is why Jason and I are doing this podcast. It's again, we want everyone to keep up with your spiritual practice. We started a YouTube channel that Jason and I share some of the teachings that we have learned in the past. Jason also shared a little bit about his book. I shared some of the pranayama practice. I'm going to be doing more video on that YouTube channel, spiritually inspired channel, and to share the spiritual practice that we both do and love, and hope that everyone can also use some of the practice that works for us, and just try it to see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. If it does, I'm happy to share. And if you would like to learn more about my book, you can find it on Amazon.com. It's called Sexy Equals Yoga. Or go to my website, raneesiriyoga.com. And it's RANEESIRI yoga.com. I will also include the link in this podcast. Now I want to close with one of my favorite quotes at the end of my book. And that quote is, "True abundance isn't based on our net worth, it's based on our self-worth." Thank you so much for listening. If you like the podcast, please follow us. You can also find our podcast on the iTunes, Spiritually Inspired. And our website is spirituallyinspiredpodcast.com. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful day.